Sorry about that. My video cut out again. I just wanted that verse. The Father's been laying that on my heart, and it's Psalm 91. And we don't need to be afraid of this coronavirus because He's protecting us, and it just seems like there's just so much panic over it. It's like, understand you don't want to get sick and you want to whatever, but we shouldn't fear that. We shouldn't fear death. We shouldn't fear anything of that thing. We need to fear the Father. And people are just freaking out, buying stuff off the shelves and stuff. And like, people are going without because other people are getting more than they even need. And it's just craziness. But this is kind of off the subject in a sense. But, okay, so back in the day, I was doing some research on, they're called ELF waves. And, like, I was going down, I guess, kind of like a rabbit hole type thing, where it was talking about, it was a study they were doing or whatever. They were talking about the ELF waves, they're extra low frequency waves. And they're using them to manipulate certain things, like the weather and, like, the plates, like, to cause, like, earthquakes, because, like, they pinpoint, like, all these rays at a certain area. It's kind of like, in a sense, like the death ray from Star Wars. Not that I support that at all, but, and, there was talking about the, how they would use it in warfare to, like, target a specific area to bring on symptoms, like flu-like symptoms. And it's kind of crazy that all of, like, I noticed, though, I don't know, maybe it's just me, I don't know, but, like, when I go into town, I didn't, like, it seems like I get a headache or something, and I don't know, it just seems like in town, because I live out in the kind of country area right now, and I'm staying with some family right now, but I notice when I go in town, I get, like, a headache, or, like, I don't know, I just feel weird, it just doesn't feel the same, like, and I've heard people say something about 5G, and I know they're, like, supposed to be starting that up or whatever, and I've heard people say, oh, that it can bring about, like, it can be like this, and the ELF waves also, like, from your cell phones and stuff like that, your cell phones emit ELF waves, which is like a radio frequency wave, but they're extra low frequency waves. Anyway, think of like microwaves, like how they would use them to, like, heat things up. Okay, and if you pinpoint it to a certain area, they could even cause a fire with these waves, because they, friction, it causes heat. Anyway, I don't know. We shouldn't be afraid of this, though. We shouldn't. I'm just giving you some scenarios. Like I said, don't take me for my word. I mean, don't take me for what I say. Yeah, don't take me for that word. Take me for the word that comes from the book, because this is just like me and my reasoning and from going down many rabbit holes and stuff like that. You may think I'm crazy, but it's okay. It doesn't matter what anybody thinks about me. The only thing that matters is what y'all thinks. So, but I'll tell. I'm not a vaxxer. I'm an anti-vaxxer. I don't agree with vaccines, mainly because of like, things happen. Okay, like, for instance, my grandmother, she had the flu vaccine, and she ended up getting sick with the flu, and then later on having pneumonia, having to go to the hospital, and then going into rehab.